There are some signs of love bombing that are pretty obvious. Somebody buying huge, over-the-top, expensive gifts for another person, or planning the lavish trips and the month-long vacations, the almost obscene grand gestures. You can see that kind of love bombing a mile away. Even things like complimenting you obsessively or liking every single post on your social media going back like 10 years. Those are dead giveaways that somebody is a little too into you and is possibly love bombing you. This video, however, is going to go over more subtle signs that you are being love bombed by a narcissist. Number 1, they have haters. Dating somebody new can come with weird warning signs, sometimes. There are lots of folks who end up being approached or contacted and warned about the new person in their life. Maybe you were even warned about the narcissist that you ended up in a relationship with. If you have been or are being love bombed, the issue becomes what people are telling you about how terrible the narcissist in question is not how the person is behaving. So it becomes incredibly confusing. Narcs brush this off as, oh, it's just the jealous ex who can't get over the breakup. Or, I already told you, all of my exes are crazy, which is actually code for, I cause sane people to do crazy shit. If you see early on that this person has an anti-fan club, so to speak, but you can't understand why, it could possibly be a very subtle sign that you are being love bombed. Number 2, they got what you need. This is love bombing we're talking about here. The whole key is for the narcissist to put their best foot forward and look as amazing as possible to get you to fall for them, and the quicker, the better. If they don't feel like this is happening fast enough, or perhaps they don't feel like you're taking the bait completely, they'll stop and do a little inventory check with you. They will tell you a story about how they volunteer at the local homeless shelter. They give money to this or that organization. They help the little old lady across the street, this and that. They give you their stats and their scores, so to speak, to help grease those wheels and allow you to see how amazing they truly are. The narcissist is doing this hopefully to give you the idea that, wow, this person is just incredible, unbelievable, maybe even the best person I've ever known or the best person I've ever been with. And if they can get you to buy into this, it will keep you even more heavily trauma bonded because you will get the idea that this person is so amazing and so incredible. How could I ever do better? I need to stay and make this relationship work because this person is incredible and I need to try to hold on to that. It is very sinister, this part of the love bombing. Number 3, they often wear a cape because here comes the hero. In the love bombing phase, a narcissist will use a bad time that you're having as an excuse for them to really shine. Narcissists want to be the savior or the hero and never the bad guy. Believe it or not, there are actually times where they will even cause an issue, cause an argument, cause a problem, cause something really terrible to happen in your life, and then put on their cape, rush in, and either fix it or try to fix it and try to act like a hero, even though they themselves have caused the chaos. As we know, narcissists are very transactional people. Rest assured, if one of them does decide to be the hero to lure you in, just wait until that devaluing phase. They will never stop holding anything they have helped you with over your head. If you'd like to talk with me one-on-one, I invite you to book a chat session with me. Gain skills, clarity, and insight into healing from a narcissistic relationship from a fellow survivor. You can share your experience and vent in a safe, judgment-free space. Links and information to get started are down in the video description. Number 4, they are fascinated by the morbid. Has this person asked you about your exes? That's probably pretty common. Hey, what happened? Why are you single? Have they asked you about your past? Maybe also common. How about your traumas? How about your deepest, darkest secrets? Do they ask really inappropriate questions, really deep, provoking questions way too quickly? Does there seem to be an overall morbid fascination with the bad sides of your life? A lot of narcs like to tap into your issues, traumas, possible mental disorders, possible addictions, and skeletons in your closet. In the moment, it might seem morbid, but the narcissist might pass this off as just finding you fascinating or being so in love with you that they just have to know every detail about you. You're so intriguing. You're the soulmate. You're the twin flame. And I just really need to know everything. Tell me your pain. I have the cure. I'll fix you. I'll make everything okay. And of course, in reality, this is all a ruse. A narcissist learns about you, and the quicker they can find out how to exploit you, the better it goes for them. If you share a history of bad relationships, for example, the narc knows that you pick crappy people, you stay too long, you're overly forgiving, possibly codependent, so on and so forth, and they learn from that how to work you over. This will be hidden behind that really poor attempt to feel closer to you. I just need to know every single thing about you. And unfortunately, it works so well because there are so many people who are codependent, who are very lonely, and they're starving for somebody to talk to. Number 5, they dodge red flags like raindrops. The funny thing about love bombing is it's really vital for a narcissist, of course, to get you to like them. And this means a lot of the time they shoot their mouth off without their brain kind of activating. So they'll say anything to get on your good side, but sometimes they'll say something inflammatory, rude, completely out of pocket, out of line, or they'll say something and then immediately go against it. And that's when you get to watch them dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. You might say something to them like, hey, I thought you said that you couldn't stand the warm weather and the humidity. So why would you plan a vacay at the beach? That just sounds like, really weird to me. And holy backpedal Batman. Watch them dance and bounce around trying to make something that makes no logical sense make sense. Well, you see, what had happened was, I go somewhere where it's like a dry heat and there's no humidity, blah, blah, blah. There might also be times where maybe they didn't actually say anything to you, but you notice something, it's a little, you might think it's a red flag, so you bring it up. Be on the lookout for somebody who needs to constantly gaslight you into confusion, backpedal, storytell, or wiggle their way out of weird things because they shot their mouth off without thinking about it. People need to say what they mean and mean what they say. Number 6, they treat others like trash. Looking at how a person treats others is really important. You'll be told, oh, look and see how they treat the bartender, the cashier, the valet, whatever. But look at how they treat their friends, quote unquote. Are they nice? Are they open? Are they available? Do they trash talk their friends around you? Do they gossip? Look at how they treat their parents, their kids, their coworkers. It's not always strangers that we need to be looking at how this person treats them. It's who's been around for a while. If you seem to be the only one in the good graces of the narcissist, rest assured that more than likely means you will be joining the others in the world of devaluing very soon because you're being love bombed. Do you know other subtle and overlooked signs of the love bombing phase? Which on this list did you not even realize was love bombing? Were any of these actually used on you? Spill the tea with me down below. Thanks so much for listening. For more videos on narcissism and NPD, make sure you're subscribed and check out the video description for more information. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.